welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time watching. This is my vlog about my battle with fertility problems during and after cancer. This is your first time watching, then I suggest that you skip straight to the end screen and click on the link for the playlist and watch the whole thing from the beginning. Also, if I could ask you all to hit the subscribe button and change the bell notification to all, not only do you get notified of every video that I upload, but also you show me and the channel so much support and you help us grow so we can reach a wider audience as well. Let's get straight into today's video and continue from where I left off last week. Just a quick recap. Last week I was talking about the ultrasound and how we'd had some bad news and they couldn't find the heartbeat, and we'd been given a week for to wait until another ultrasound. Basically, me and my partner stopped talking about the ultrasound completely and we just kept everything bottled up. I can remember really trying to make sure that my partner was okay, because I was really worried about her, and to be honest, we'd both just completely shut down. My partner started to feel really unwell, and she spent like all the time in bed, and she was in a really dark place. I could see it, and there was nothing that I could do about it. I don't know, but part of me just kept thinking that she blamed herself in some way for what was going on. And I just kept on thinking that it was all my fault and I'd caused all of this pain that I could see my partner going through. It was heartbreaking, and it was just a terrible time. I was still desperately trying to hold on to this hope that there was going to be some change at the ultrasound and they'd find the baby's heartbeat and everything would be okay. But the doubt was just starting to really take over completely. After about 3 days, my partner started to feel really unwell, and she looked really pale, she was really weak, and I was getting really worried about her health as well now. And I was having to carry her to the shower, help her wash, because she was that weak, she couldn't stand up. So after getting her washed and everything, and she got into some nice new pajamas and decided to go back to bed and have a lie down and try and get some sleep, get a bit of rest in. Hopefully that would help her feel a bit better. I was going to cook dinner and wake her up when dinner was ready. I don't think she was actually asleep for very long, or whether she even went to sleep, till I heard her start calling for me. At first I didn't know what to think, because I thought maybe she wants to talk about what's happened, maybe it's just hit her, or like she's just snapped out of some trance. My mind was completely blown, so I just didn't know what to think. Then things suddenly clicked and she told me that she'd had a massive bleed, and I freaked out. I called the ambulance straight away to get some paramedics out to obviously check her over, because that's not a good thing to happen. I'd actually started to get more concerned about my partner's health as well as the baby's health. Everything was just going out of control, and I just wanted to make sure that she was okay. Suddenly it was like getting a slap in the face, and I realised that all of our worst fears and our biggest nightmare had just come true, and that this could mean that she'd had a miscarriage. It felt like a lifetime had passed by the time the ambulance people finally arrived, and I explained what had been going on, and then they started speaking to my partner, and I sort of took a step back, and to be honest, I think that's when it hit me. I just suddenly went into shock, and everything's kind of turned into a bit of a blur, really. I think we both knew what had happened, but we couldn't let go of that small bit of hope that things were going to be okay somehow. It wasn't until the paramedics said to us both that we'd unfortunately lost the baby that it really hit home. Even though the paramedics were there and all this stuff was going on, it was just like I'd gone into autopilot, and then all of a sudden when it suddenly just like our world was turned upside down. I've never actually spoken about this until now, and it's been really, really hard for me to think back on, and it's helped me in a way to process some of it. I think by this point I'd got so used to getting bad news that I made a way of coping, and I just locked things in a box and hid it in the back of my mind and never thought about it again. I tried my hardest to not think about what had happened, but deep down I think for all of these years it's been eating me away inside. I really wish that me and my partner had got some help or been able to talk about it between ourselves, but it was just such a hard thing to talk about, and we didn't know where to start. We were trying to cope with it and get on with life. I just went into autopilot and focused all my energy on making sure that my partner was okay and that she was happy, and that she, you know what I mean, like trying to make sure that everything was okay when really it wasn't. I just felt like if I spoke about it, it would open up Pandora's box and just everything would come out, and I'd have like some sort of breakdown or something, and it wasn't fair on my partner for me to have feelings when she was going through what she was going through. I just felt like it was all my fault, and I needed to be there for her and make this right. I think I found it easier to make a fuss of my partner and try and make everything seem like it was okay than to actually deal with what had happened. Also, I think I felt like it was my fault, so I didn't matter as much as my partner. She was suffering so much, and it was all because of me. So I did anything and everything I could to help my partner to get herself back to full health, mentally and physically as well. Like I said a bit ago, I've not talked about this until doing this vlog, and it's really helped me to share this, and I pray that these videos are helping you in some way. And make sure you don't stop watching, because this vlog will give you hope. By the end of this, you will find hope. I just know there's so much to be taken from this journey. That's all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and my prayers are with anyone who is going through a similar situation. If you have any questions on this subject, you can email me here, or you can DM me, or leave a comment. I'll respond to you within 24 hours. I'll see you all in the next video. Then, stay strong in here as well, yeah? Peace out, everyone.